Now on to other world news. In Syria, civil defence workers are battling wildfires near the coast in Latakia province. Officials say a rise in temperatures and strong winds caused the wildfires to spread across large parts of the mountainous areas. Emergency crews face difficulties controlling the blaze and have expressed concern about the presence of some unexploded ordinances in the country's conflict areas. Turkiye says it has supplied 2 helicopters and 11 vehicles to help support to extinguish the fires. Let's speak to Abdullah Okaily, who is in Damascus, joining us now live on the News Hour. What's the latest, Abdullah, you're hearing about the situation in Latakia?
Yes, Folly. So as you mentioned in your introduction, the fires have been very widespread in Latakia countryside. They started on Thursday and they've been extending ever since. The Syrian Civil Defence forces, the Ministry of Emergency and Disaster Management, and local crews have been doing their best to contain the situation. And as you know, and the viewers know, wildfires have been a worldwide phenomenon. But it's been even made worse with the drought that Syria had seen in the past year and the outdated systems that exist in Syria. So now these crews are doing their best with very outdated equipment, and they're doing their best in these very high-risk locations. Some crews were trapped by fire. We've heard about one civil defense member who was injured, and the vehicle was lost. So basically, and this is even more complicated by the Syrian context of the war of the past 14 years, because now we are seeing explosive remnants of the war, and mines and munitions scattered across these forests exploding due to these fires, further and further complicating the situation.
Yeah.
So this is a very multifaceted problem for Syria in terms of outdated equipment, the efforts that's being put by the civil defense forces and the local crews, which are the unsung heroes of this situation, and the explosive remnants of the war.
Yeah, complicated situation. And the resources, as you said, are stretched, Abdullah. What help is coming to help put out these fires?
So, as you mentioned also, this morning, the Minister of Disaster Management and Emergencies announced that Syria have received aid from Turkey, constituted of 11 vehicles, including fire trucks and water tankers, as well as 2 helicopters. It is worth mentioning that Syria does not have this kind of equipment, so this is crucial to contain these fires and put them out. Additionally, crews have been flooded from all across the country to the coastal region to try to contain these fires, to make sure they do not spread. It is worth mentioning as well that this aid from Turkey was supposed to arrive since yesterday, but due to fires also happening in Turkey yesterday, they were delayed. They had to put out the fires in Turkey first before moving into Syria to help with the situation here. So this is a developing situation. The resources are quite scarce,
right,
but it's being hopefully contained, and we're monitoring the situation.
Thank you, Abdullah, for bringing us the latest there from Syria. Abdullah Okaily on those fires that are raging in Latakia in Syria. Thank you very much. And as